Good evening and welcome to Wealth Wednesdays. Good evening, good evening. I am your host, Lisa. And as I introduce myself, just continue to drop in where you are plugging in from this evening. I want us to get familiar on this call because this is going to be an interactive call. So I want to get to know you guys as you get to know me, right? So I can see we've got South London in the house, always showing up. Sabrina from North London, welcome. We've got Dublin in the house, amazing. Guys, continue to drop in where you're plugging in from as we get started. It is, of course, Wealth Wednesdays today, and I am excited to be hosting this call. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it, right? It'll be rude of me not to introduce myself so you guys know who you are listening into this evening. My name is Lisa Powell, and also known in this space as Lisa Learns, which is quite ironic because from the age of 16, I actually left school and went to work in Tesco's. So I actually haven't done any learning from the age of 16, right? And from 16, what happened was I really got caught in this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. All right. So up until 2 years ago, when I entered into this space, 2 years ago, I entered into this space, and I'll always remember the day, the 23rd of October, 2019, right? And I always remember the day because it's the day my life absolutely changed. So guys, if you do not already have your notepad and your pen ready, I want you to grab a notepad, remove distractions, and make sure you are ready to take in this information, right? Because we have got a jam-packed call for you right now, and I'm excited to be bringing you this information. So as I was saying, from the age of 16, I was working paycheck to paycheck. But 2 years ago, I really discovered this burning desire for something more. And I don't know if anybody can relate, but I really knew that there had to be another way. I was working paycheck to paycheck, day shift into night shift into day shift. And I just felt like I couldn't catch a break. Right. In the short term, I felt like I was winning, but long term, I really couldn't afford the things that my heart truly desired, right? The houses that I wanted to purchase, the holidays that I wanted to go on. My salary was just not going to cut it, even with all the overtime in the world. So the first thing that I did, and I would really advise if you don't take anything from this call, you do it as well, is I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, if you've ever read this book, guys, I want you to drop me a rich in the chat because I know you are richer from reading this book, right? So if you've read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, drop me a rich in the chat. And if you haven't, it's by a gentleman named Robert Kiyosaki, right? And this gentleman really changed the way that I looked at the world. But more importantly, he changed the way that I looked at money, guys. And I really want to show you guys today just what he taught me in that book. And like I said, guys, I hadn't done any reading or learning from the age of 16, right? So when I picked up this book just 2 years ago, oh, and I'll let you into a little secret. I've just turned 30, right? And that'll be a bit important a little bit later on. So 2 years previous, I picked up this book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I flipped through the book, but I really found this page stuck out to me, and I'll always remember it. And I want to share it with you guys today. And it's the cash flow quadrant. All right. The cash flow quadrant changed the way that I looked at everything, guys. Now, see if you can place yourself on this quadrant, right? Because I was on this left-hand side. So the left-hand side is made up of 95% of the world, right? So you're not alone if you're over here as well, but it's the employees and the self-employed people. So if you fit into either of those categories, I want you to drop me an E into the chat, right? If you are employed or self-employed, drop me an E into the chat because I was on that left-hand side of money. And on that left-hand side of money, you are constantly exchanging your time for money, your time for money, your time for money, right? Now, I dabbled a little bit into the self-employed quadrant as well, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And I found, in actual fact, I was working harder than when I was employed. I don't know if we've got any self-employed people on the call that can relate, but I was definitely working harder, right? Definitely not smarter. But what I was able to do after reading this book is I was able to find some systems to transition me from this left-hand side to this right-hand side of money. And the right-hand side, guys, is made up of business owners and investors. Now, the right-hand side is only made up of 5% of the whole world. But that 5%, they control 95% of the world's wealth. Now, this is where I got a light bulb moment. Because I was like, if 95% are over here on this left-hand side of money, and they're not controlling any of the money, then I don't need to be on this side. I need to be on the right-hand side of money, where there's only 5% of people, but they're controlling 95% of the world's wealth. And these people, they're made up of business owners. Now, let me take you back to Tesco really quickly, right? So do you ever think that the CEO of Tesco's was stacking toilet paper next to me on the night shift? Drop me a yes or a no into the chat. Do you ever think the CEO of Tesco was sitting next to me on that night shift stacking the toilet roll? No, sir, right? It was not happening, not at all. But was the CEO forever getting paid more than me? Yes, he was, right? Did the CEO have to be in the same place that I was when I was working? No, he didn't. So he could be, or she could be, it's actually a man still, he could be on the beach, right? He could be on the beach, sipping his cocktail, living life while I'm stacking toilet paper, earning a fraction of what he's earning because he's learned to leverage systems. Okay, so that was the business owners. And I was thinking, right, okay, that's one place that I need to get onto, that right-hand side of money. But the other place, the fourth quadrant, guys, this one really blew my mind. This one is the investor space. Now, the investors, they do not exchange their time for money at all, right? They exchange money for money. So let me give you a little bit of a analogy, right? You wake up in the morning, you're on your alarm goes off to do your commute, to do your 9 to 5, but instead of that, you just throw your purse or your wallet out the window. You throw it out the window, and then it goes off to work for you. You stay in bed, and it comes back around 4 or 5 p.m. and it's filled with money. Now, this is not active work. You didn't do anything. You didn't do any manual labor for this work, yet you still made money off of your money. Now, this is the investor space, and this is the space that really sparked my interest because I really, really, really wanted to find a way to make money from my bed, right? I don't know if anyone can relate or if it was just me, but by the time I got to 27 and I've been working since I was 16, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I literally cannot break my back for these people anymore, whilst knowing that I'll never make the wage that the CEO is making. So what I did is I connected with some amazing individuals, right? And I partnered with a company called IM Mastery Academy, right? IM Mastery Academy. Now, if you're taking notes, I want you to jot that down, IM Mastery Academy. But not only did I do that, guys, I actually partnered with an investment group called the Wealthier World. And that's even more important for you to write down because your environment is literally everything, right? Because I could not even imagine what I'm doing now 2 years ago because my vision simply was not there, right? And I've got to thank mentors and coaches around me for putting me in position, right? So I'm going to go on to tell you now how you can really, really benefit from these 5 income streams, because there's not just one way to make money here, guys. There's 5. So I want you to drop me a 5 in the chat box. There's 5 different ways to make money here at IM Mastery Academy. So that's exactly what I did. I partnered with IM Mastery Academy. And when I got started, guys, I got started with the FRX pack. Now, the FRX is our foreign exchange, right? A $6.6 trillion a day market. Again, guys, I couldn't even fathom the word trillion. I didn't even know how it looked on a bit of paper. If you guys can, I want you to go into the chat box and see if you can type a trillion, because I didn't know how many zeros a trillion had at all before I got into this space, right? It was a whole new number to me. I see someone just wrote a trillion. Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to I was trying to cut corners all of the time. I was trying to cut corners because I didn't want to do the work. But what happened is then, guys, I really got involved in this space and I started to learn. For the first time since I left school, I really started to learn and enjoy learning. But not only that, is I got the opportunity to earn and learn at the same time. All right, so I want to take you through just a couple of my favorite ones of these so you guys can see as well exactly what you can have the possibility to do. So firstly, we've got here is our DCX pack. Our DCX stands for digital currency. Now, I'm the most passionate about this because the digital currency space is the future, guys. So when I say digital currency or crypto, what is the first thing you think of? I can almost guarantee that the first thing you think of is Bitcoin. I don't even need to wait for it to pop up in the chat, right? I can almost guarantee the first thing you think is Bitcoin. There you go. I can see it coming in. Now we've got this amazing website here called Gecko, and this shows you the progression of cryptocurrency. Now, crypto is currently a $2.7 trillion space. There's that trillion word again, guys. See, now I'm getting myself in environments and spaces that have leveled me up already just by being connected. So $2.7 trillion is flowing through this market, and there's literally 95% of the world do not have a car. That same 5% that I showed you on that right-hand side, they're the people that have got into this market. All right. So the DCX package is actually a 2-for-1. It offers long-term investing and short-term investing, and it's why it's one of my favorites. Now, your long-term investing is you simply opening a free crypto wallet. Yes, I said free, right? Which means anybody can access it. So write this down if you haven't already, crypto.com, right? I want you to write down crypto.com. Now, crypto.com is a free crypto wallet you can open and you can purchase some crypto. But as you can see right here, guys, there are over 10,000 different crypto coins. How are you going to know which crypto coin to purchase? Now, this is where the education comes in. So remember I said learn and earn at the same time, right? So we have got educators that will literally do the research for us, sit down, do the research and tell us which coins to buy and which coins to sell. Now, here's another hint for you guys. I told you this call is going to be filled with sauce, right? Because I want to pay it forward. So right here, we've learned to buy when the market is low and sell when the market is high, right? We buy when the market is low and we sell when the market is high. All right, one more time. We buy when the market is low and we sell when the market is high, right? I see some of you guys mouthing it. Yeah, that's going to be in your head now. And I promise you that is going to serve you for life. If you can only remember to buy when the market is low and sell when the market is high. So you guys all said Bitcoin. So let's have a look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's currently at 60,000 a coin. Now, you don't need to buy a whole coin, right? You can come in here and simply buy a Satoshi, right? Which is part of a coin. So that's, $5, $10, $50, whatever money you've got there. Now, just the same, I want you to think of something that you've bought this year that is still unused in your room, whether it's a pair of shoes, whether it's a coat, whether it's a top, something that you've just got sitting down in your room, right? Now, think of the amount that cost. Say that cost you £50, right? Or $50, depending on where you are in the world, because I know we've got some international family on as well. Say that cost £50. And if you'd invested that £50 into this market, right, you would be up. Whereas actually, we made a purchase, right? And you haven't made anything on that pair of trainers that's still sitting in your room in the box, on that coat that you've never worn or that dress. All right. So what I want you to think of is the prospect of your money making money without you doing anything, right? Because that is what long-term investing is. Now, I want to give you just one example here, right? And it might be one for you to write down. You can decide that. But this coin here, number 16, is crypto.com's coin. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen in the news, right? Because I'm not sure how connected you are to this space already, but in Los Angeles, the Lakers stadium, right, are set to rename their stadium Crypto.com. I was mind blown. Crypto.com. They are set to big Lakers stadium, right? Set to rename their stadium to Crypto.com. Let's have a look at what this coin has done in the last 24 hours, guys. It has shot 29%. 29%. And now in the last 7 days, guys, 48.9%. Can you guys start to understand what your money has the possibility to be doing whilst it's just sitting there? Now, again, I want you to think about your bank account and want you to think, how much money have you made on the money that's currently in your bank account in this year, 2021? How much money has the bank given you for holding your money in your bank account in 2021? Because I'm pretty sure it is less than 0.01%. Now, why is this? It's because the bank doesn't want your money anymore, right? Because the bank continuously just prints money. And that is why cash is trash, right? Cash is absolutely trash, and it will be into the future because the price of things goes up, but they just continue to print money, right? Whereas something like this has scarcity, meaning Bitcoin only has 21 million. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, guys. So there's not even enough Bitcoin for the amount of millionaires that there are currently in the world. However, I've got some Bitcoin. I know some of my wealthy friends have got some Bitcoin, right? So therefore, we have been able to pre-position ourselves and get ourselves in place, not only to get in before the banks, to get in before the corporations, get in before the influencers, the celebrities. There's never been a time in your life where you've been able to access something before the man. And I tell you, this is it. And we are on the brink, guys, of a financial revolution, right? This is bigger than anything that our parents or grandparents have ever seen before. Now, that's just one way. So now I hope you can see how mind blown I am by DCX, because the other way to do this, guys, is your short-term trading. Now, that's your day-to-day, because this is my legacy building, right? This is my retirement fund. This is to make sure that my children will never have to learn what cryptocurrency is, because they will be left with a crypto wallet. All right, gone are the days where we're just leaving brick and mortar, or we're leaving clothes to our children and social media accounts. Right, let's leave them in a place where we've broken generational curses forever. And that's exactly what I've been able to do through this space. So the other way is short term. Now, I won't lie to you guys, this pays my bills. The short term pays my bills, because what we get here every single day is buy and sell alerts. Now, we put these on a free app on our phone. And notice, I've said free a couple of times here, but these are free things that will never be taught in school. And that's why I left school at 16 and went to work in Tesco and didn't get involved in Bitcoin. We can all have the pain of regret. But this free app, by getting education towards it, is called MetaTrader 4, right? I want someone to type that into the chat. MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4 is a free app where you can buy and sell. All right, you put it on your phone, and what I'm able to do is I'm able to pay my bills every single month using this free app. All right, no income claims, results are not typical, but I promise you, in the last 2 years, I've been able to retire from my 9-to-5 job before the age of 30. And that is in the midst of a pandemic, right? So I just want to pay it forward today and share my story, so hopefully somebody else can take advantage of this space as well, because it's absolutely changing lives. So this app every single day is telling you simply to buy and sell in the market, right? When you come into this space, you're going to learn all about how to use this. And I'm actually the ambassador for DCX. So I will be holding your hand and showing you how to get in and how to get out of the market. If that sounds good, I want you to drop me some 777s into the chat if you're feeling a little bit of DCX. All right, drop me some 777s, because I told you guys I'm not going to go through everything because I'd have you on here all night, but I do want to touch on a couple more of the money markets, right? Because I understand that DCX isn't for everyone, but I promise you DCX is the future. All right, so next I want to touch on ECX. ECX is our e-commerce. So e-commerce is drop shipping, and it's something else I've also had the advantage of getting involved in from being connected to this space. So if you've ever shopped on Amazon, I want you to drop me an A in the chat. If you've ever shopped in Amazon, drop me an A in the chat. Amazing, I can see the A's coming in. Now, Amazon is simply the middleman, right? When you buy something from Amazon, you're not actually buying it from Amazon, you're buying it from the person, but Amazon is getting a cut of the money. Now, here in ECX Academy, we teach you how to be the professional middle person. So what I want to do for you right now is I want to show you my shop. So my shop is called sparkthetrend.com. And I made this a couple of months ago, guys, and it literally took me just about 48 hours to get going. I've never made a website. I'm not into coding. I've never even touched e-commerce, right? I've never heard of it until about 4 months ago. So what I was able to do is I was able to use the Academy's videos to set up this website. But what they also had are 4 strategies, and I just want to run through them with you real quick before we go on to our third money market, right? So the first one is ThemeX. Now, ThemeX set out my layout of this shop. I would love to take credit, but it's not me at all, right? All of this was done by the amazing ThemeX. I just click a button and it puts my layout together. So that's already done for you. So now you're thinking, okay, Lisa, so where do we get the products? Now your products come from ClonerX. ClonerX now shows you trending viral products. All right, so the viral products you see on Facebook or Instagram is showing you those. Every day you get 3 new viral products, right? So as we come into the biggest shopping season of the year, which is Black Friday and Christmas, it's showing me this is what people are buying, right? Is anyone heard of the Squid Game on Netflix, right? It's been viral for a few weeks now. So it's no coincidence that when Halloween was out, I had the Squid Game masks on my website. Absolutely incredible information this is giving me without having to do the legwork, right? I've really learned to work smart and not hard in this space. So I'll give you an example right here of a product from the ClonerX. So these are some sneakers, some trainers. And if I scroll down, all of this write-up was done for me, right? This is all done from the ClonerX. I simply just click the button and it pastes onto my website. So I don't need to be somebody that sits there and writes all this up. This would have taken someone hours, but for us, we literally are copying and pasting. So that's your ClonerX. That's where your products are coming from. Now, what about the pricing, Lisa? How do I know how much to sell them for? Now, this is where your ROAS calculator comes in. So my ROAS calculator simply tells me how much I need to sell these for in order to make a profit, but not just make a profit. So I'm going to give you a little secret right here. These are $43.99. I want you guys to take a guess on this call right now, how much I pay for these trainers. How much do I pay for these sneakers? $43.99 I'm selling them for on my shop. And remember, I need to make a little profit, right? So can anyone drop into the chat box how much they think I pay for them? Sabrina said 12, 15, 15, 20, $10. I think Angela is definitely in the ECX program here. So I actually pay $9.99 for these sneakers. $9.99, and I'm selling them, guys, for $43.99. If that sounds like a good idea to you, I mean, it sounded like an amazing idea to me, right? Because what happens is the customer sends me this $43.99. I never touch this product. I send my $9.99 to the supplier, and the supplier handles everything else all the way through to delivery. All right, so I don't input their details. I simply another click of a button and that is handled for me. Is absolutely amazing. Yes, so that is my ROAS calculator doing all the hard work for me. I never liked an Excel spreadsheet, right? Never, never, ever. So let's go back over. The last strategy on ECX is our pixel tracker. Now, this one always blows my mind and it makes my mum a little bit nervous. So if you ever bought something online, right, and then you've gone onto your Instagram or your Facebook or your Google, and an advert for that very thing has popped up. Because it used to happen to me and my mum all the time. And my mum used to call it Big Brother. She used to be like, shh, the phone is listening to you, right? All the time. She thought it was Big Brother in her phone, putting these adverts into her phone. Really, it's just a very advanced system called the Pixel Tracker. And that's putting these products in front of customers that really, really want them. So I've never had to send this website out to my family and friends. I've never had to slide into anybody's DMs because I've simply been able to use the Pixel Tracker to put this in front of customers that are ready to buy. All right. Oh, just went on there. So that is our Pixel Tracker. All right, so that's ECX, guys. If you're really feeling some ECX, I want you to drop me an ECX into the chat, because ECX was definitely an income stream for me. Now, we all know that the average millionaire has 7 to 10 income streams, right? Now, I'm not even talking average millionaire though, because we've learned in 2021 that it's not stable just to have one anymore. It's dangerous, in fact, for you and your family to have one stream of income, because if that one income stream goes, you're left with nothing. And that's what a lot of people have found during this pandemic. So I've been blessed to find this opportunity in this pandemic and been able to do so much with it and start to impact so many lives. But saying that, I want to push on, right? Because I know that time is our most precious commodity. So let's keep going. So do you guys want to hear more, right? Or are you all moneyed out? Let me know more in the chat if you guys are still with me. Let me know more in the chat if you guys are still with me, or if you guys have got enough sauce. All right, I can see the more is coming into the chat. So we've touched DCX, we've touched ECX, right? And now I want to talk to my busy people. I want to talk to my school mum. I want to talk to my mum doing the school run. I want to talk to my person doing the night shift, the double shift, that really says they don't have time. HFX is for our busy person, right? Because it's time-based trading. Now, I want to put my money where my mouth is, and I want to show you exactly how this one works. So you can see here, and you guys can download this. It's another app you guys can see, pocketoptions.com, right? And this allows you to take place in this market. So all we're doing here is actually, let's have some fun. If you're on this call for the first time and you've never traded before, I want you to drop me a 1 in the chat. If you're on this call for the very first time and you've never traded before, drop me a 1 into the chat. All right, we'll take the first one. We've got Sabrina M. Sabrina M. Let's see if I can find you, Sabrina. Sabrina. Let me see if I can unmute you, Sabrina.
Hiya.
Hey, Sabrina, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm very excited.
Oh, we've got it. Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, amazing. Where are you tuning in from, Sabrina?
From Tottenham.
Tottenham, North London in the house. Who put you on the call?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So you've never traded before, correct?
Correct.
All right. So this is a chart in front of you, and these blocks that are moving up and down, these are candles. Now, I don't expect you to know anything, but I just want you to take a wild guess. Are these candles going to keep moving up, or are they going to start moving down? So if they're going to go up, we're going to press the green button. And if they're going to go down, we're going to press the red button. So I just want you to take a guess.
All right, I reckon they're going to keep going up.
Keep going up. So we're going to press the green button. Now you guys can see there's a green line appeared right here on my screen. And we've got a countdown timer that we can see on our right. So we've got 50 seconds left of this. So I want you guys to put some good energy in the chat, put some ups in the chat, because we need this block, this candle, to be above our green line at the end of our 30 seconds, and we would have profited, right? We would have profited $100 on this trade. Okay, so let's see where we are going. How are you feeling right now, Sabrina?
A little bit nervous. Let's see.
A little bit nervous. You don't need to feel nervous. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. I've only put my demo account on, so you won't really lose me any money if you do it wrong. So we've got 14 seconds to go. 12 seconds. Put some ups in the chat, guys. Put some good energy in for Sabrina. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be close. 3 seconds.
Oh no.
No, I think we just missed it. All right, Sabrina, I'm going to let you have another go. I feel like it cheated you out of that one. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go up or you want to go down?
Oh, see, maybe I should go down now.
Down? You saying down?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to go ahead and press the red button. So we will profit $63 on this if we go down, right? So if we lose this trade, we'll actually lose $100. But if we win, we'll profit 163, right? So we'll make a profit of $63. And we are currently in profit, guys. We've got 20 seconds left on the clock. I want you to put some downs in that chat box. The chat box is going crazy for you, Sabrina. Let's see. Let's see. Are you feeling more confident on this one? Sabrina, are you there?
Me?
Are you feeling more confident?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, there we go. You just cleared your first trade. You've
Yay!
$163. Is that the quickest $163 you've ever made, Sabrina? Let me know.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Amazing. Thank you for being a good sport. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was fun. Thank you.
No worries. So guys, what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you how not to be a gambler, because essentially what we just did is we just guessed, right? But we don't guess here in Wealthier World. What we do is we use tools and systems to actually say if we're going up or down. So one of my favorites right here is called the Hourglass. All right. Now the Hourglass gives you a new trade idea every 5 minutes. So like I said, whether you're doing your trading at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to get a new trade idea coming through for you. So you can see the last ones came here 4 minutes ago, right? And we've got an up arrow, right? You can see we've got a nice up arrow here. So that would mean we're pressing the green button. All right. Can you guys see that? So let's look at, I'm going to put another one on there so you can see what a red button looks like. Type me in a red into the chat box if you can see the red arrow on my screen, guys. This is the red button. So that is as simple as it is. And you will learn tools and strategies when you come into the family of exactly when to press that green button and when to press that red button, right? But like I said, you don't need hours and hours to do this. And it's a common misconception in trading that we sit around on the charts all day. Myself, I only trade 3 days a week, right? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. The rest of my time is my time. But in HFX, you simply need 45 minutes to an hour a day, right? And that is it. So what I want to show you now, so that's our HFX, right? If HFX was a bit of you, you think HFX is a bit of me, I want you to type in a HFX into the chat, because HFX, like I said, is for our busy people. So that's our HFX. Now, amazing. What I want to do is I've talked quite a bit, right? And I haven't even touched on all of our money markets, but I want you to hear from some people that are actually in the family. I'm sure you guys are a little bit tired of hearing my voice. So I want you to hear from someone new. So if you're currently in the family, I would love it if you raised your hand and just give a quick 1 minute testimony of just about your journey and just letting me know your favorite product to use, right? So if you are in the family and you can unmute, I want you to go ahead, raise your hand, or put a 1 in the chat and I will try and unmute you. Oh, amazing. I can see we've got our amazing Nina here. Let me see if I can unmute you, Nina. Let me see if I can unmute you and bring you up.
Good
Amazing.
evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Lisa. Thank you again for serving us this evening. You are an incredible leader, and I just love the way you do the presentation. Thank you so much. My name is Nina. I'm a mom of 3 and a wife, which technically means I'm actually a mom of 4, but that's okay. I started this amazing journey at the end of January, and I am so happy and grateful to be in this space. I didn't know anything about trading. I didn't understand any of the graphs, but I love HFX. That's the academy that I started on. The reason why I love that academy is because, as I said, I'm a mother of 3. I have a very busy schedule with the children, feeding them, taking them to school, getting on with my housework. So I needed something that is easy and simple to understand. And with HFX, it gives me the flexibility to trade around the school runs, because it gives us trade ideas every 5 minutes, which means we have over 200 trade ideas. So there's no need for me to be scared that I'm going to miss out or lose out. I can just work around my children. So I trade early in the morning around 6 o'clock, or in the afternoon when they're at school. And that's why I love HFX. And I love the green and the red button.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nina. Drop me some ends into the chat for Nina, guys. Drop me some ends into the chat for Nina. Have we got one more? Let me see if we have got one more on here. I think we have got an amazing lady to bring. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can go ahead and unmute.
Hi, Lisa.
Vicki, are you there?
Yes, hi. Thank you so much. Just listening to you do this presentation just brings me right back to when I got started in the academy, just over 3 years now. So thank you so much. I remember joining one of your beginners classes as well when you first got started. And that really, really did remind me of some of the the products and services that we have here. So I am a mum of 3 children. I'm also a wife. Before starting into this opportunity, I was in the corporate world. So many politics in corporate. I worked in HR, and somebody introduced this business to me, and they just basically said that they felt like I could do it. And to be honest, I was a little bit skeptical at first. It was something that was new to me. I'd never been trading or ECX. And I came in originally on the FRX package. Now I'm an elite girl. Like, I absolutely love the elite pack. I do everything, but I came in under the Forex package, went onto those go live sessions, which I absolutely love the go live sessions. The fact that when you go on, especially I'm busy with the children, but I'm listening to the session and I'm just copying what they say. And it's really crazy. I remember making my first like £100. And I literally did that in like 4 minutes of being on the go live session. And I remember just screenshotting it to everybody in my phone. Like, I've just made £100 from 10p. And it was just insane to know that that's how, you can go onto a session with an expert and literally copy what they tell you to do. And you don't have to have the experience. I didn't know what a chart was. I didn't know about the green line, the blue line, or the red line. And I watched those educators, and now, I've learned how to do the charts myself, which I'm really, really proud of. But my favorite product now is probably the DCX package and the ECX. I recently launched my store. So I'm getting some crazy sales on that. And again, I'm not tech savvy. I did my store in 2 days, just by copying those videos, and just making sure that I was following instructions. One of the things that I love here is the mentorship, and just the fact that you have the mindset, alongside with all of the mentors just really pouring into you and teaching you. Coming from the corporate world, nobody ever taught you how to make money. But when you come in here, you have people that are making money that teach you how to make money. And, myself and my husband just celebrated purchasing our first restaurant a couple of years ago. Since coming into this opportunity, I quit my job after 4 weeks of being in. I mean, I was obsessed. I was on it all the time because I just needed to get out. And now we're about to purchase another restaurant, and we've been able to upgrade the house. Like, God has been so good. I almost turned this opportunity down, but the fact that the person who put me on, they really stressed to me how I needed to change my mindset. And so I changed my mindset. I decided to, give it a go. What was the worst that could happen? And, it's completely changed my life. And I'm so grateful to, this space, Wealthier World in particular. The community that we have here is just unbelievable. And there were times when I doubted myself, times when I was like, oh, can I do this? But, it was the support of the network, and the group chats are incredible. When you have a question, somebody just answers all the time. And I love the fact that there's so many people across the world always awake. So I trade at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's quiet in my house. And I'm like, is anybody up? And we have, people in America that are on the call as well, and different countries. So thank you so much. I'm really, really grateful to the Wealthier World and what it's been able to do for me, my mindset. None of my parents now have to work a job because of this opportunity. And, my children are now attending private schools. And that's all because of this academy. I didn't know nothing about it beforehand. And I'm just so, so grateful. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Guys, can we drop some N's into the chat box? Because that was an absolutely amazing testimony. And one of hundreds, guys, one of thousands of testimonies that are just like that. Right? People quitting their jobs, people being able to honestly change their lives every single day in this space absolutely blows my mind every single time that I hear it. So guys, you've heard enough, right? And I want to show you now exactly how you can get into this space, right? Now, the first thing that you need to know is you need to know somebody in this space, right? This is very, very elite. Now, I say this because, like I said at the beginning of this call, they do not teach this stuff in schools, right? We have to go out and we have to hunt this education for ourselves. So I am blessed that I found this space when I did. But guys, like you heard Nikki say, she is an elite girl, and you can get involved in the Elite Academy for just $324 one-off payment. Right? $324 one-off payment will get you access to the tools, the systems of all three of these money markets, right? The FRX, the HFX, and the DCX that we went through today. All right. Now, there is no contract in this space, right? And they're actually so sure of their products and services that they offer a 7-day money back guarantee. So this is actually a risk-free investment into yourself right now. So you come in, you don't like it, you can absolutely get your money back in 7 days. But I almost guarantee to you that you're going to come into this space and you're going to love it, right? So on that note, you can absolutely choose to come back another month. So you come back, right, and they will reduce the price. Now, I've never heard anything about it in my life, but they actually bring down the price to $274 a month. Right? I'm also going to show you how to get this information for free, right? Anyone likes a freebie, drop free into the chat, right? Because I was a buy one, get one free girl when I was younger. So just like a lot of people said, they started with one of these value packs, and you are blessed to be on this call today and absolutely in alignment, because right now the company has a promotion going on and their value packs have dropped to $184, right? That's $184, or in pounds, it's just under £137. Incredible. Like, I'm talking change here of money that can change your life, to be connected to a $6.6 trillion a day market, right? And again, they will drop the price, right? Month on month, every time you come back and decide, you know what, I want to still be connected. I want to carry on making money, because I promise you, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but what it is a generational wealth scheme, right? You're going to come here and you're going to learn a skill that is going to pay you for the rest of your life for literally £5 a day. Now, I don't know anywhere else you can get this kind of education. I don't know anywhere else you can get this type of community, right? Because it's a community like no other here at Wealthier World. But I did promise you, maybe that's still a little bit of a pinch. Some of you guys are probably thinking, just like I was, I don't want to pay the subscription. Because I won't lie to you, when I first heard this information, that's exactly what I thought. I thought, oh yeah, I don't mind paying that, but I don't want to pay the subscription. The first thing I had to check there, guys, was my mindset. Because why did I not feel that I was worthy of £5 a day, right? Why did I not feel that I was worth that investment into myself? All right. But I promised you I'd show you a way to get it for free. Now, to get it for free, we have a scholarship here at the Wealthier World where you just give access to 2 other people and you can get this information for completely free. All right. They will absolutely write off your subscription if you just share this information with 2 other people. Now, listen carefully. I didn't say you had to teach anyone anything. I just said you had to give them access. Now, access can sometimes make you feel uncomfortable, especially when you're granting access to somebody else and you don't feel worthy of that access yourself yet. So that's another thing that I really had to overcome. So in this space, I haven't just grown financially, but I've grown mentally, I've grown spiritually, and just all round in my being, right? I've become a totally different person. 2 years ago, I would never be sitting here telling you about this information because I didn't think I was worthy to be around 6-figure earners. I didn't think I was worthy of the people that were making 10,000 a month because I couldn't even comprehend 10,000 a month. The first thing that came into my mind was scam, pyramid scheme. All of these things came into my mind. And really, I was helping somebody else make money, right? So that's how you get it for free, guys. Just 2 people, giving them access will absolutely get you this information for free. Now, it's the same for the FRX, the DCX, and the ECX. So whichever one of these packages made you think today, I could do that, I want you to go with your gut feeling because yes, we've got the elite pack and it's absolutely amazing. But I understand that for some people, that 324 is a little bit of a stretch. But right now, you're in a place where you can get access for less than £150. Now, I've never seen this price before because this is not the price that I paid. And I don't think, honestly, we'll ever see this price again. Because as this company grows and evolves, they're going to bring that price up, guys, right? Because they know their worth. So if I were you, I would absolutely get in before they do. But like I said, you need to know somebody to get in, but you guys are all honored and highly favored because somebody put you on this call today, right? Somebody that loves you. And as I wrap up this call, I just want to give you 3 tips, right? As I wrap up this call, I want to give you 3 tips and then I promise you we are out of here. But the first thing I want to ask you as we wrap up is, what do you really want? And I'd love for you to type into the chat box, if money were no object, if you didn't have that job, what would you really want? What do you really want to do with your time? Because a lot of people, it's time or money, right? Time or money, time or money. It's a constant battle. But if you had both, if you had time and money, what would you do? What would you do if you had time and money? I want you to go ahead and put it in the chat box. Because again, sometimes we can't even comprehend the thought of having time and money because we've been so shackled in the thought that we can only have one. But once you've got that time and money and you can make your own decisions, right? I want you to think of these 3 things. So I want you to think of, first of all, your environment. I want you to look in your phone right now. I want you to go to your WhatsApp and look at the last 5 conversations. Were those people pushing you? Were those people pushing you into your purpose? Or were they there complaining? Were those people showing you how to get more money? Because I can guarantee you, my last 5 messages, somebody was asking me, Lisa, did you get in that trade? Lisa, have you made money today? Lisa, have you done this? They were people that were pushing me into my purpose every single day. So I want you to really consider your environment, because the decisions that you made, guys, a year ago are the result of where you are right now. So if you're not happy with where you are currently, we need to make another decision. All right. So number 1 is environment. Number 2 is obstacles, because there will always be obstacles. Some of you guys understand already that you shouldn't even be here. You shouldn't have even made it to the age that you are right now, right? Maybe some of you shouldn't have even been on this call this evening. Maybe you thought, the kids were playing up, or I finished work late, or this happened, something happened, but you made the decision to get onto this call this evening. And I believe it was for a reason. I believe it's because you understand that you want more and you deserve more, right? And the third and final tip that I want to give you is the vehicle. Because guys, I'm not saying that this is for everybody, but I'm saying to you this, if not this, then what? You have to have a vehicle that's going to get you to your goals, right? I had the burning desire to get out of that generational poorness. I had a burning desire to not carry on the same cycle, because I promise you this, I came from a poor family, but a poor family will not come from me. All right. So those are the 3 things I want you to consider as we come off of this call. I want to thank you for being on this call, right? But I really want to encourage you to get back to the person that put you on this call, get your questions answered, but more importantly, say thank you, because they've put you in a position to win tonight. So get your questions answered and get into this space right now, because we've got Cash for Christmas going on, and I didn't have that 2 years ago. And I promise you, you are going to want to be in this space before January 2022 hits, right? Because it's been an absolutely amazing 2 years. And I know we are going from strength to strength here at the Wealthier World, because this is more than just money, right? This is family. So with that being said, it was an absolute honor to do this call this evening, and I hope I see you in the group chats. Actually, I know I will see you in the group chats because you showed up for yourself this evening. So have an amazing evening. God bless. Good night. See you soon. Oh, and we are back tomorrow, guys. We are back tomorrow. So tell a friend to tell a friend, because if you're looking for that 2 and 3, I promise you, you can have it by tomorrow. Back tomorrow, same time, same link, 9 p.m. Let's go.